everyone, I'm a sorting robot. I know I look cute, but my skills are a lot more impressive.
All right, today we're looking at the ISTJ, what I'm calling the organizers of reality, and you could even call them the efficient robots. ISTJs are efficiency robots because they are great at organizing reality, organizing the details, making things nice and neat and make sense, and making sense literally of the chaos. And they do it in an efficient, almost robotic fashion. We call them robots because they speak the ST language, which is very clear, very precise. And so when you put these two things together, you have efficiency, you have robotic speech, you have efficiency robots. Like all the personality types, you can break the ISTJ down into two types. The first is the traditional or the standard Myers-Briggs ISTJ, which is the SITE. And they're asking the question, does this reality work for everyone? But then half of your ISTJs are in fact jumpers. They are the SIFIs, and they're asking the question, does this reality meet my needs, my values, and if it does, then I can make it work for everyone. There is an additional element at play as well. There are these things we call the information and energy animals, and an ISTJ will either be blast consume, which deals with information. A blast person is someone who can get started very quickly, or they can have consume as well. Half your ISTJs are going to be lead blasts. Then we also have an energy level, which is a play or sleep. Play is someone who likes to go and do constantly. Sleep is someone who would much rather conserve their energy for themselves before expending it for the tribe. So the first type of ISTJ is the blasting ISTJ, and they are constantly putting the tribe before themselves. So what they're doing is they're using introverted sensing to organize reality, whether they're crunching numbers, whether they're designing spreadsheets, whether they are organizing houses or things like that. They're organizing things, making them as TE efficient as possible. So this SITE combination is very organizationally efficient. And so many times you're going to find ISTJs in financial institutions, or they're going to be administrative assistants who deal with finances. And so that's a blasting ISTJ. Then the second type of ISTJ is one that uses sleep energy. So I'm calling it the processing ISTJ. And they are actually SFs. And so what this means is they're using their introverted sensing to organize, but they're organizing how they feel about things, organizing their own internal values. And then they can use that third function, extroverted thinking, to really hone in on what it is that they're organizing. But it's going to be something valuable. It's going to be something that people enjoy and like. And so an SF ISTJ is a kind of peculiar ISTJ, but very interesting how they take the SF popularity aspect of things and then get it organized for the self and then the tribe. So an example of some ISTJs, we have the sleep consume ISTJ. This would be a very introverted. They would seem more like even an ISFP ISTJ, but they'd be very organized. Pretty sure my son is one of these ISTJs. Then we have a sleep blast ISTJ, so they'd be a little bit more extroverted at times. They have a foot in both worlds, if you will. Then the standard ISTJs, you have a blast sleep ISTJs. This would be an example of this would be Tulsi Gabbard, who's running for president in 2020. If you've watched any clips of her, you'd see a blast sleep type. And then the TED talker, the researcher Brene Brown, who's written a lot of things and done a lot of talks, is a blast play ISTJ. But she would come across very ESTJ-like. You would almost think that she was an ESTJ, but she has the struggles mainly of the IJ, the control chaos issues, above the tribe issues of the ESTJ. So if you have an ISTJ in your life, even though they're robotic, even though they're very rigid, they are usually typically great workers for the tribe, and they will give their best effort and they will do the best that they can. So treat them well. Don't neglect their needs. Don't take advantage of their work ethic, because in my experience with ISTJs, when they feel abused or they feel neglected, then they'll just turn the page and they're usually done and they move on and they do not look back. So ISTJs, know a lot of my life. It's my subtype. I'm EJ, IJ, ESTJ, ISTJ as a TESI. And so I have some of the peculiarities of the ISTJ and some of the struggles, but usually great workers, ISTJs. However, if you are one, sometimes you have to embrace the chaos. You have to understand that you are not always going to be able to organize every little thing, and then when the chaos hits, people are going to be looking to you to put it back together.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.